Yeah, the performances weren't good enough, and that's the reality. And I think that's part of the kids learning. I think it's important at Southampton we have a long-term view. You know, we're focused on potential. We want the kids to want to win. We want them to learn how to win, but we don't necessarily design everything for them to win. So we don't make it easy. We've brought some lads that are younger as well. And they haven't performed as well as they could, but ultimately this experience isn't just about what happens on the pitch. We're thinking further ahead, and we're thinking also about them engulfing themselves in a different culture, playing in a different climate, playing against different types of teams with a different style, and they've had some fantastic games, and those experiences will stay with them forever. You know, so we have to think longer term. We've had fantastic players and groups come through at Southampton, and we've got a history of producing players for our first team and other first teams as well. And we have to think further than just one tournament. A lot of the good players and groups that we've had, I'd say most, you go through difficult times, you have challenges. The reality is it's how you deal with adversity and how you deal with that challenge to progress forward. We don't want to make everything easy.
How has the experience been so far? I mean, you have played with our teams, the Indian teams. So how has the conversation been, and what has been the feedback you have got from the players?
The players have loved it. You know, the players don't love losing, and I wouldn't want them to love losing. So that's clearly going to have an impact on the day, the experience. But you know, when you go out with Magic Bus and you visit other places in India, you know, these experiences often take over the football. At Southampton, we're not trying to develop just good football players. We want them to be good people as well. So when you ask the players about these things, they can understand these experiences they've had over here will help them longer term in the future, not just become a better player, become a better person as well. And ultimately, that's something we've always focused on.
Karl, would you want to elaborate on your side in terms of your experience, please?
Absolutely, I totally agree with Danny. I think this tournament gives a great opportunity for the boys and the players. We're very much the same at Manchester United. It's about developing the person and the player. It's not all about talent. So we develop from younger ages, and these opportunities. And other tournaments we go on, it's a great opportunity to develop and see the children grow. Coming out to India, fantastic experience that we'll never forget. So it's great because you see the boys growing in front of you at the schools, in the communities. It's great from our point of view as well. You can see them developing off the pitch. And again, I agree. It's not all about winning at this age. It's all about again developing. You like them to win. You're developing that mentality to win, but it's not everything. So we try and push them into the direction of winning, but that becomes in a little bit later.
Yeah, I would echo what the guys have said. It's the opportunity to come here and take the boys out of their comfort zone and bring them into different challenges, and the environment is the key aspect of when we get the opportunity to come on this tournament. From a games perspective, but we feel that from our part, talking to the coaches as well, and from self-observing the games, we come up against a number of different challenges of the technical ability and the way the Indian players have performed and played and caused us problems. They seem to be well coached, well drilled, they work hard, they have a real natural enthusiasm for the game. So I think a little bit from our end, the physicality of our players and probably the intensity that they train at and the amount of time they've been in our programme has given them a little bit of a foothold in some of the games. But I think the first game at half-time we were 1-0 down to the young champs, and it was a challenge for the coaches to change it around a little bit tactically, and ultimately that's the challenges we want. We want to bring boys to tournaments. We're very privileged that we get the opportunity to play the likes of Man United, Southampton and some of the bigger clubs around Europe at different stages, but bringing them to somewhere where the boys wouldn't necessarily know the team that they're playing in terms of that level. So we want them to come and experience those difficulties and challenges.